You wanna know what's the story? Paul and Laurie can tell you what's been going on. How to get E. coli from licking bum. They'll cover conspiracies and aliens. Tell you about pissy floors, popping spots and one bombs. Getting told off for shagging your mum. Combining a scouser and a girl from Birmingham. You can tune in, hear what they have to say. It might be smoking weed, might be some weird role play. You can catch a new upload every Monday. So prepare to laugh till you cry and your belly aches. Yeah, you wanna know what's the story? Paul and Laurie. Paul and Laurie.
Hello. Paul just went to me. Who's saying hello? Are you saying hello? The fuck? Since when have we discussed who's
I
saying
don't know.
hello?
It just seemed like it's part of me like
It's because we haven't done a podcast in about
seems like
ages.
forever, and I
Just
was
done
like, who normally says hello? Didn't want to be talking over each other. Hello,
Hi.
welcome
Hi,
to
hi,
What's the
hi.
Story, Paul and Laurie. Episode 30.
Is it?
Yeah,
Oh.
isn't it?
Yeah.
The big 3-0.
Well, it's episode 30 of What's the Story, Paul and
Yeah.
Laurie. But there is...
34.
See,
of
it's
me
quite
and you.
confusing, really, because when Paul Smith had his Paul Smith podcast, it's all right. It's good.
It was all right. It was all right. There was no
Right.
WTS Paul and Laurie.
No. It's just different. Different vibe, innit?
Mm.
It's very masculine.
Yeah.
Do you remember me saying to you on the phone? I said to him, you never have any women on.
I had Holly Ellison on.
That's it.
I did ask.
He had Holly Ellison on, and the other ones were either comedians or fighters. You never...
They're just the people who I knew I could get on now. Because it was lockdown and that.
So
It was
I-
hard to get people on.
I said, I think you need more females
you
on.
on.
Yeah, only because you had no choice. Because you
I
had
didn't have
no
a
one
choice.
else. You
I
didn't.
could have just not done it.
Yeah, but you get FOMO, so you wanted to be involved still. So yeah, it was very male orientated until I come along, wasn't it? But yeah, when he had his on the audibles of the podcast, it's like episode 60 or something like that,
Yeah, because we had to carry on the same.
because
We
it's
just
on.
changed the name from Paul Smith Podcast.
Yeah, so it's you still got your Paul Smith podcast on the Audible episodes, haven't you? So everyone's dead confused about that. Got some in the chat. I know this is a little bit last minute because we're just trying to fit them in as much as we can, aren't we?
Yeah, we're very, 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 very busy.
Well, it's more about you, really, isn't it? Because obviously
I'm all over the gaff.
he's touring, isn't he? So he's very busy.
Going and
And it's a lot. It's draining, isn't it? When you're doing shows and stuff like that.
there's a lot of driving involved.
We were going to do last night, weren't we?
We were going to do it last night, but then I'd done 2 shows of Hot Water and they were very good, but then I got back and we just wanted to chill, didn't we?
We watched People Just Do Nothing. Now,
Big
if
in
nobody
Japan.
knows what, on the film.
Bang! Lyrical blow to the jaw. Bang! Lyrical blow to the jaw. Bang! Lyrical blow to the jaw.
Oh, the MCs are on the floor. What is it?
Leaving every MC down on the floor.
Leaving every other MC down on the
Something like
floor.
that,
Bang!
911 when it's an emergency.
I think if anyone, right, he fumes about this, but I think Paul looks like Beats.
I don't look anything like Beats though.
I think you do.
Don't.
I think you do.
I'd say if I did.
I think you do. And then to come back, he said, I look like Mish.
No, I didn't. Said you look like Rochelle.
Rochelle, yeah, that's fucking worse. Rochelle's boring.
That's dead horrible.
She's
That's dead horrible.
MC Grinder. Bang! All we do is go around singing that now, don't we?
Oh mate, it was worse. So I can't stop doing, and I can't do it now because accents just stick in my head. Our favourite character is Chibuddy G,
Oh my God.
but it's just fucking hilarious the way he calls himself Ultrapreneur.
I'm
I'm
entrepreneur.
an entrepreneur, mate. But like, so it
Bloody
just sticks in my
holiday.
head. I've done it in a sauna.
Go watch the film.
And there's just some Asian fella sat next to me. And I was like, oh, fuck.
Where was we?
in Middlesbrough.
Oh yeah, and he started doing Chubuddy G's accent and this fucking Indian fella next to him. I was like, oh my, you didn't even know though.
We've got to do this because I fucked up with this. These are our sponsors for the week. Magic Tan.
Magic Tan.
Which might seem like a silly thing for me to be sponsoring, but you are a very tan.
They should have
beautiful
called it
olive
Black
skin.
Magic
No,
because it's like dark
nah.
magic. It's tan. They should have called
No,
it
'cause
Black
it's
Magic.
Magic Tan, innit? So they've sent us a box of goodies. They do want me to go down and have a spray tan, but
Yeah.
again, I'm not doing it because I don't want to
Why?
tag. I don't want to tag her with it.
But that was the whole point of doing a spray tan, is to market research whether you will get a tiger willy.
All right. Well, we'll have a think about
Like it's like tiger
that. But
lily.
in here,
from-
we've got some natural self tan.
Lovely.
So that's not going anywhere near me. You can have that. We've got some ultra
Is it a
dark
mousse?
self tan.
Black Magic.
I'm just gonna do my dick with that. On its own. Why do you look so like you're
What?
made of a man?
I didn't look made up
Like
at
licking
all.
your lips
I
and
was
shit.
I was thinking, why would you do that to yourself?
Extend for a gradual tan.
What, you're gonna put that on your dick as well?
Yeah. Extend me dick. Oh, application gloves. Little mitts there.
Oh, a little mitt. Can you see?
Little mitt.
They can't even see because the.
Don't
Ooh.
know what this is.
Ooh.
Oh,
I should
this is-
really try this, shouldn't I? Really, being as I'm the
Yeah.
girl in this.
Yeah, I can't do it.
I
There's
should
another
do
mitt.
it. Why can't I just do you? For a laugh.
And they've sent us a little letter. Hey guys, here's some products for you to try. Magic Tan Black Magic product. Why do have called it Black Magic?
Oh.
Magic come from Australia and it infused with moisturising natural ingredients, contain no nasties and either no smell or just a hint of chocolate. In the box there is a dark mousse. Laurie, this might suit you best unless Paul wants to be darker than on his stag do. On my last stag do, they made me wear a fake tan and look stupid. Completely natural though, and a natural mousse. Well, Paul, this is well worth giving a no mate, as nearly no guide colour and just looks super natural. Both can be left on for 2 to 8 hours depending on how dark you want to go. They are really super easy to apply, leaving no streaks, of course, unless of course you are you are a complete idiot and can't rub lotion on yourself. Which seems
Yeah.
for best results, if you can be bothered, as will work anyway, it just won't look as good. Exfoliate all over with a shower poof, and then simple shower gel before applying some moisturizer. Blah 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 blah. Let us know how you get on. So thank you to Black Magic Tan.
Thanks, Black Magic. Black Magic. You put
Go
that
on,
voodoo on me.
magictan.uk. We got Magic Tan UK for all your tanning products.
Also,
needs. They are very good.
It says here, it's free from animal cruelty.
Which is
It's got
good,
a
isn't
little rabbit's head saying cruelty free. Does that mean it just doesn't mess with rabbits?
You haven't tanned any rabbits.
I haven't tanned any rabbits. And it's sensitive skin friendly.
Which is good for me.
It is. Please let me do it, please.
No,
Why?
I've got to go on stage.
Should we do it tomorrow, live?
No.
Why? You ain't got to go on
How long does
stage
it-
for
how
ages
long does
then.
it last?
Few days.
That's
About
a
it's
lie.
really not a lie. It's not a lie.
Put that one on me.
You can just scrub it off. That's fucking creamy, Wally. Come on. Like, we'll do it
I've
tomorrow.
got to get tattooed on Monday as well. Can't
Yeah,
I?
we'll miss your arm, mate.
Oh yeah, sound.
Please.
No,
Why?
no.
Go on.
I'll do that if you let me tattoo you.
That's not the same, is it?
Yeah.
It's not the same, though. I don't know if anybody's seen. Paul went to get his tattoo done.
Extended the old skill tree, didn't
And then some stupid woman, right? Sorry if you're watching, let Paul tattoo a stick man. Was it on her ankle?
A stick man with my name and the date
On her ankle?
on her ankle. On the ankle bone as well. Must have killed.
Fucking, honestly, I was watching it and I was thinking, what kind of fucking weirdo would let you do that?
I think it was a good tattoo.
It was shit.
It had meaning.
What? Go on then, explain.
Paul Smith done that.
That's not enough meaning. That's not big enough meaning.
Depends how much you like Paul Smith, doesn't it?
Yeah, but
You like Paul Smith a bit more. You'd want a Paul Smith tattoo on you?
I do like Paul Smith, but I don't like how you draw. It's shit.
Very insulting.
Very, very
I
bad.
have a style, and maybe you
A
don't like that style.
Go on, what's the style?
Style is rustic chic.
Rustic chic.
It's simplistic, but beautiful at the same time. I managed to get my points across in as few lines as possible.
All right, so what would you put? What would you tattoo on me?
A little love heart. Ah.
Would you?
I
That's
would.
shit there, isn't it?
I'm not going to put like a willy on you, not none.
I don't want a willy on me.
No, that's what I mean. I just put a
No.
little love heart.
Yeah, but you got shaky hands though.
Yeah, but that's part of the charm, isn't it?
It's not part of the charm.
Shaky love.
It's not part of the
'Cause
charm.
love can be shaky sometimes, but also permanent.
Well, I'd want to do more than a heart on you.
What would you want to do? I'll let you do whatever you want.
Would you? Yeah, because I'm a good drawer.
What would you do on me?
Brown & Co logo.
Stop me back. Dead big.
I would.
Oh, God. So, I think, well, I did it anyway. And I did get a lot of messages going from people saying tattoo me. So, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to sort it out with Thick as Thieves on Kingsway in Huyton, Liverpool. And I think we're going to do a day where I will tattoo you, whatever you want. And you make a small donation to charity. I don't know what we're going to think. We might do it for Cash for Kids or the food bank or something.
Well, JW says if you don't answer me, I'm seriously going to cancel my ticket.
You're going to cancel me ticket to where?
London, no.
Cancel it. I don't give a fuck. It's like 1,800 people there, JW. I will not miss you at all.
That
I'm
kind of
only joking.
attitude
I'm
does
only
not
messing.
get you anywhere.
No, why? What are you asking me? I'm only messing with you, mate.
What's he asking? Have you done landed? No, fucking hell. Anyone think you was asking
Mate,
my life or
you
death?
know what? Right, if you're going to ask me a question you want to answer to, make sure it's a question you can't just fucking Google in about 2 seconds, you daft
Literally
cunt.
done it the other week.
Fucking thick twat, honest to God. Google it, you fucking... It would have been quicker to Google it, you fucking daft knobhead. Cancel your ticket now, you're a fucking thick twat. You don't even get the show, you fucking daft cunt. Fucking sick of people, you know. All my fucking message requests, are you doing a show anytime soon? It's fucking on me bio, you fucking thick knobhead.
Look at it.
Fucking admin involved. I don't like admin, JW.
Do you know what? It's got so bad, right? Not only do you get it, I get it now. I get people message me consistently asking me, can you tell me when Paul's doing Cardiff? Can you tell me, do you know if Paul's doing this? I'm like, am I his fucking PA now or what? Do you know what I mean? I mean, it's like, it's silly, isn't it? I get people message that are definitely meant to message you, but they've messaged me instead. Because they say, all right, lad. And then they'll be like, oh, and they'll say my name. Like, oh, is Laurie, blah, blah, blah. And I'm thinking, you've messaged the wrong person. I feel like me and you are as one now.
Not getting one of them
I
joint
don't-
Instagrams though, where it's like Paul.
Well, we have got a joint
yeah, but that's
Instagram.
the podcast Instagram.
Yeah, well,
I'm
that's
not logged into that, so.
Why?
Because I can't remember the password.
You're a fucking idiot.
Oh, God.
First time watching you live. You watching the boxing tonight, Paul?
No, probably not, because I'll be on my way back from Sheffield, and then I don't know.
Yeah, with Sheffield tonight. He said, JW, we're just lazy as fuck and don't know what else to ask you because we take drugs. Sorry. What kind of drugs you taking?
I imagine it.
At the moment, are you taking drugs at the moment?
I imagine it's weed.
Weed. Okay. I don't know, it's quite aggy there. I bet he's still on the sesh from last night.
Oh, got a tickle.
Come on now, lad, get it up.
I don't want to cough because everyone.
But you can't spread it, can you, to anyone? Short interval while Paul coughs his fucking coughing throat up. Let's see who's online. We've got 53 in. Paul's had to exit the room because it sounds like he's dying. So we've got, Dad's in. Hi, Dad. Got Rudy's in. Got Lisa. Hi, Lisa. Who else? Paul knows the podcast has smashed it since Laurie had come off. Thank you, Leah. Have you? I went to the St Helens Glass Museum and saw a John Charles painting exhibition. It was brilliant. It was, wasn't it, Ian? I was there as well. It was very, very good. Very, very proud of him. And if nobody knows, Paul bought me a painting of John's, and it was the butterfly one, wasn't it? But got me the butterfly painting, didn't you, of John Charles? But because it hadn't been framed, they hadn't put it into the exhibition when we was there, so you actually didn't see it. So anyone who went there wouldn't have seen it. Excuse me, just opening a can of Coke.
Wow. Sorry about that. What happened there? You know, weird like tickling.
Little tickle, you can't get rid of it.
Yeah.
Dad's in, Rudy's in.
You right, Rudy?
So me, Rudy, and Paul. Right. So I'm gonna have to eat my words now because I've actually on a previous podcast, okay. There's what number is it now? But the episode is called Mushed Up, isn't it? Or is it Mushed Up? Mushed Up. Can't remember what episode it is on YouTube, but it's basically we was talking about how I tried mushrooms for the first time, magic mushrooms, and I had a bad time, didn't I?
She had a terrible time, but I don't think she was in the right place.
Well, do you know what it was? Mentally. I didn't understand it, and so I had a bad opinion of it. So and also they were it was ground like powder. So it wasn't mushrooms that you ate. It was ground to a bloody. I said it looks like it looked like heroin, right? So it was a brown powder. You had to put it in a drink, and it was like a bush tucker trial, like drinking this horrible, vile mushroom cold water drink. I can't even think about it now. It's disgusting. So I was violently sick throughout the whole experience, and I just did not have a good time.
And I sobered up straight away because she was sick.
Yeah. And I couldn't go to work the next day because I had such a bad time. And I spoke very badly of it, didn't I, on the podcast?
Yeah. So I decided that she wasn't the person to do mushrooms with. And I've had a couple of more experiences with other people. One being last week when the other experience I've had being kind of very nice, very gentle. Just kind of, my house is very good for it because I've got a lot of paintings and all my colour, like to change colour and that. So I set a nice atmosphere. Me and my mate just sat and we had a chat and we were giggling. Paintings started moving a little bit and they all just looked amazing and everything was lovely. And it was a nice time. And then another mate of mine wanted to do it last week. So I was like, well, I've got some in mind. Do you want to come and do it? And he was like, yeah. And I was explaining what I thought I knew. So I was like, here's what's going to happen. Same as last time. So he's like, okay. And he starts coming up and then he's a bit freaked out by the Joker painting. And I said, think about it. It's not the energy in the painting's not, because I'm getting all mushroomy. And I was like, the energy in the painting's not the Joker. It's John who painted it and John's a good guy. So it's all positive. You're in a safe space. Don't worry about it. And he calmed down then. We were having a nice time. And then out of nowhere, this mad like old Indian sitar music came on, and I had one of the most intense spiritual trip experiences I've ever had in my life. It just took both of us on a different trip. She came to me in it. Me and her were dancing in the kitchen, and it was as real as she was there. She was in Torquay.
I was in Torquay, but I was.
Yeah, it was
said
mad.
I was there.
And then I was like, the song finished, and we both were like, "What the fuck's just happened?"
Didn't you cry?
Well, yeah, you cry, but you don't cry. Just
like
tears just come out. It just like lets
emotion.
everything out. And then it was amazing. And then we were both like, what the fuck's just happened? And then we just kept playing these songs. And we were just sat and just listening. And every time a song came on, we had a different trip. It was amazing for about 2 hours. And like people say, don't look in the mirror. I looked in the mirror. And it wasn't nothing at first. And then I went dead old. And then dead young. And then I didn't recognise myself. And then I was sitting and I was looking in the floor. I've got wood floor. and I could see myself in the floor, and I recognised myself more on the floor than I did in the mirror. And I was telling my mate, and he was like, "Whoa!" So I sent her a big message at the end of the night when I sobered up, saying like it was because I felt like we'd been connected forever. And, like,
It was like
this connection.
we've been at what did you say?
I just seen like loads of like I saw us connected through like
Loads of
it's not even
lifetimes.
history because it doesn't even exist in that way. It's just yeah, it's so
No,
hard
go
to
on,
explain.
go on.
It
No,
doesn't
go
exist in that way though. It's not like linear time. It's just always connected.
So like parallel lifetimes.
Just not, but like no, it's not even a lifetime in the way that we ever think about it.
What then?
It just always is that.
What?
And we just dip in and out. Time doesn't exist to that energy as it does to this. This time only exists in this reality.
Yeah. Did everyone get that?
It's so ineffable. You can't.
No, but
it makes sense. It makes sense in the moment. It makes so much sense when you're doing it.
No, I appreciate that, and I took it on board. I'm a very open soul. So Paul was telling me about this, right, and it intrigued me, and I thought, wow, I never thought that you could achieve that kind of like experience on mushrooms, because I've always been told mushrooms are bad, any psychedelics are bad, blah blah blah. Like I don't know, I just had a negative perception of them, mainly because I always thought like there's a feeling that you can't control them, so anything you can't control I don't like. Do you know what I mean? Like anything that shifts who I am as a person, or you know, I don't know, it's just weird. So anyway, so I was intrigued by what Paul said to me. Then I don't know whether, so Dad watches Gaia, yeah, my dad, and there's loads of channels about all like spirituality, aliens, freaking the universe, bloody planets, stars, freaking everything, isn't there? And there's a series called Psychedelica on there. I highly recommend it, right? It's so good, and it just talks about like what do you call what talks about like mushrooms, talks about DMT,
peyote, mescaline.
peyote, and that's like cactus. You need to explain to people what it is, because some people
just
won't
different
know what it is.
psychedelics. Peyote comes from
Psychedelics,
cactus.
yes, a different
ayahuasca, which is DMT, mixed with other plants, so your liver doesn't break
and
it down.
talks about makes you look at it in a different perspective. Actually, these natural psychedelics that are out there, that they've been around for as long as man was on this earth. They was here before us, right? And there's history and there's evidence that they used to use like mushrooms and things like that throughout the whole of the known existence of mankind.
Yeah, it's bossing it. There's like loads of evidence that all the
crazy,
religions kind of connected to
the
mushrooms
religions, and
psychedelics.
like there's like even
like weed as well.
Yeah, weed's the
Cannabis.
most medicine plant in the freaking
Yeah.
world,
And
isn't it?
people
It's
used to
used
make,
for
like,
the most.
what was the drink called where it was like cannabis and like opiates and stuff, and people used to drink it and have mad ones.
Yeah.
Like going,
But
psychedelic.
but it's just how you do them. Like, so if you abuse them, then obviously not. But it made me look at psychedelics, natural psychedelics, in a different light. And actually, they were used for healing. They were used for, I think I've said on here before about, I believe there's a cure. With every disease, I believe that's on this earth, I believe that there is a cure for it. So it's like a yin and yang, isn't it? There's for every negative, there's a positive. Like there's always going to be a cure for everything. But we just don't know. Yeah, like plants and like, but it's just learning or figuring out how to use the thing that's going to cure it. Do you know what I mean? So like they're talking about like psychedelics cure depression, anxiety, freaking what else?
Loads of
Mental health problems and
mental
stuff
health
like that. Like crazy.
Because
Like,
they have actually done it. It changes the plasticity of your brain.
yeah.
Like it actually readjusts the way your brain's
And
connected.
it helps you deal with trauma in your life, like childhood trauma and things like that. Because a lot of, like, the reason why, you know, half of us, most of us are fuck ups in our life, you know, like we have all these issues and problems in our life is probably stemmed back to childhood, right? And it helps people deal with all this trauma. So although, like, they're talking about ayahuasca, if nobody knows what ayahuasca is, it's DMT, but it's a long version of it. It's like a brew that you have. You have to go on like an ayahuasca retreat where they make it, and it heals you basically. But it's done through meditation and done. So you don't just go on a mad one, go to a rave, take loads of mushies and fucking and I'm healed. Do you know? It's like you have to do it properly. You have to do it with meditation, do it with breathing, do it with, you know, all these things in the right setting with the right people. But look at it as a spiritual angle rather than a I want to get fucked angle.
Like I've been like D Witt said he's been trying to get onto a research program for microdosing for PTSD. I've been microdosing LSD for a while. And it's amazing.
Yeah.
I feel like it's amazing.
Yeah, they talk about microdosing as well.
People microdose mushrooms. I think LSD is a little bit easier because you can really, really pinpoint the dose.
Yeah. Well, LSD microdose is meant to make you sharper and that, isn't it? And
Makes you sharper, makes you more organised. It just brightens everything up a little bit.
Yeah.
But I noticed this with the one thing I've discovered on the last couple of mushroom trips, as I've upped the dose a little bit, is how wildly sensory it is and how much you can get from your senses if you just open to them.
Well, this is what I was saying, because after I watched endless episodes of this psychedelica on Gaia, you have to subscribe to Gaia. Like, I honestly felt so different, and it was like after hearing yours and then hearing your experience and then hearing and then watching this, I thought, wow, and I had a whole different look on it. And then so I said to you, I went, I want to do them again. And he went, are you sure? And I was like, yeah, I do, I want to do them again. I said, I know that I'm going to be okay. I said, I feel better about it. Which is a big turnaround, because I don't know whether you remember what I was like. I was absolutely mortified. Like,
and I was gutted because I loved it.
You were so gutted, weren't you? But like, and it wasn't
it's
even
not being able to share that.
Yeah, but I wasn't even doing it for you. Like, I genuinely felt like something was saying to me, you need to go again. Like, and anyway, so we had it. This time it wasn't in powder form. I don't think I could ever do that. Not if you paid me.
No, the dried mushrooms are so much better.
Yeah, so we ate them. Now I'm not encouraging people to do this. I'm just talking about my experience. It was my choice, my experience. So, so I had them. We had 3 grams each, didn't we?
I had 4.
Oh, you had 4. And then, like, he'd been to IKEA, right, to buy loads of like fucking hippie blankets and that.
Just if you can make the place as colourful as possible, you'll
brilliant.
have an amazing time.
The kitchen was like a paradise. It was
the
like
honestly
an
one of the most
Indian
beautiful places I've
paradise. That's what it was like, wasn't it?
Yeah, because I had loads of different
Pink
colour lights
and
everywhere,
oranges,
and all the lights were pulsing and stuff.
We had candles on. We had incense burning. We had like silk blankets, satin blankets on the floor that were like pink and yellow.
It was just the most amazing
big, like seat cushion, like floor cushions, didn't we?
We just kept having these mad trips and then just laughing, but hysterically. Yeah,
we was laughing. But do you know what? Do you know what was the most profound thing for me? Was like the difference from when I first had them and then where I got to, I felt so powerful, like, and when I kept closing my eyes, I felt comfortable to close my eyes, okay, whereas before I didn't want to close my eyes because I was just scared of what I was going to see. And when I closed my eyes, I just kept having visions of me as a queen. And I know that sounds fucking so, some people might laugh and go, who the fuck do you think you are? But I'm sorry, but I did. Like, it wasn't just one vision either. It was consistently
But
throughout
what's
the
mad
night.
is the week before when I'd done it, I had to ring her the next day and say, when you came to me, you were a queen.
Yeah.
And then as soon as the psychedelics kicked in, I said, you look like you did in my vision. Like, oh, your hair.
Yeah.
All
Him and Rudy kept looking at me going, oh, you look amazing. And I was like, do I?
Like glowed, it was mad.
And then I kept
sparkles,
seeing hieroglyphics. I kept seeing pyramids. I kept feeling like, this is going to sound, it sounds weird when I say it, but I kept feeling like I was, like it was like I was regressing. It felt like I was regressing to, like, I don't know, past life, parallel universe. I don't fucking know. But it felt like I was a protector. And I felt protective over you. I felt protective over Rudy. Like, I felt like I was there, and I was a presence that was a protecting presence in that moment. And I've gone from being the vulnerable one that was scared and that was, do you know what I mean, that was freaking out, to then being in that moment again, feeling like I was in control of everything, and but then still
Tickling me throat again.
anyway, still, and I felt like I was in control, but like I'd let my guard down, but I was in control I felt more in control than Paul, than Rudy. Like, I felt really at peace. I sound like a freaking nut job, don't I? But, and then we went to bed. We had some laughs, and yeah, Rudy was very funny. There was a few funny little things that we were saying all night, which you had to be there, so I'm not even going to ruin them by talking about them.
Oh no, my throat.
Huh?
I don't know what's going on with my throat.
Oh no,
Got little tickles.
get the Roni, man.
Nah.
But honestly, like, do you know what, right? I've took things in my life, right? I've tried things. I'm very open to stuff, right? And do you know what the mad thing about when you take natural highs or natural psychedelics, right? You don't feel shit the next day. Like, we went to bed at 3 o'clock, didn't we? Half 3. We had a lovely sleep.
Oh, you wake up feeling incredible.
I woke up yesterday morning and I felt $1 million. I felt like I'd won the fucking lottery.
Yeah.
And that's and there was no reason for it. I felt brilliant. I felt cleansed. And like, I'm not one to, like, you know, make everything like bullshit or whatever, or make something, like, I was dead against it. You know, so I would not be sitting here saying this if I can't believe I'm sitting here saying this, you know. So what I'm saying is genuinely the truth. There's no arty-farty, airy-fairy shit going on. It's really, like, made me feel different.
They will teach you a lot of stuff about yourself.
Yeah. And it's made me very grateful.
You just need to make sure you're very careful about the people you do it with, and you're very careful about the setting, and you'll have a good time.
And the intention. The intention is very important, because the intent, if you look at it as you're going to do it to try and learn about yourself and accept things about yourself, and if something emotional comes up, then accept it. It's your intention is good. Set your intention as a good intention to learn, not to just get smashed.
It's not for that, no.
It's not for that. It's not been put on this earth for that. It's been put on this earth to respect, and it's been put on this earth for a reason. It's to cure the mind, or do you know what I mean? It's something to do with the mind, isn't it? I think it's for. Definitely. Shifts your perception, doesn't it?
It just, I feel like it changes you.
Makes you look like, realise what's important. Like,
I feel like other drugs affect your brain and affect your perception, but this allows you to, these things allow you to see stuff that's already there.
Yeah, like cocaine and stuff like that. Like, it's just, it's got no meaning to it, like
No.
whatsoever.
Even weed will shift your perception.
No, but
slightly.
it's how you take weed, though. This is what they were saying on that program. Weed, if you just smoke endless fucking spliffs all day, like that is not using it in the correct way.
No, I think, but no, I don't really agree with that. But what that does, it just disjoints you from, because you have to be able to come back to this reality. I think when you smoke weed, your perception moves to a slightly different reality. It's not as wild as psilocybin, but so you have these weed thoughts, which makes sense in the moment, exactly the same as you do in psilocybin. And then when you come back, you go, that it sounds stupid to you. It's not. It's just you can't understand that in the perception.
Yeah, I know. I know.
If you spend too
But I mean,
long in
some
that
people
weed,
abuse things, don't they?
yeah, but
too much.
I think what it is, it's like if you completely stayed, if you just constantly ate psilocybin mushrooms for as people smoke weed, you wouldn't be able to then operate in this world, and that's why it causes mental health problems. I think, it's not mental health problems. It's just now they're struggling to be
normal.
It's like it's like if you tried to do a job whilst you were on mushrooms. You know what I mean? Completely, you'd be like,
yeah, you can't.
Oh, fuck, you couldn't really operate in this world the same way.
No.
I think that's the problem. I don't think it is like the same. It's not as damaging as alcohol or like if you had a cocaine problem or anything.
No.
But it just doesn't. It just affects your ability to operate in the normal in normal reality.
Yeah.
I think. Anyway, Mr. Dana is back trying to sell mushrooms to people. get on me on Instagram, Dan.
Oh my god.
What a guy.
The E's was good in the 80s. Yeah, we've said that before, Dad. Like, they were good.
It's different. It's not the same now.
It's not the same.
You can't.
It's not the same.
This is. I feel like I need to start a campaign where people don't call psychedelics drugs because they're not.
Well, when Paul said that to me, he went, because you're thinking of them as a drug. And it is because I was thinking of them drugs, bad, blah, blah, blah.
No, and also, like, or even if you like drugs and you think drugs are good, your intention's different.
And
because
do you know what?
I'm going to have a line and have a mad one.
Do you know if you've never had mushrooms, right? But you've had other things, like uppers, like, I don't know, coke or pills or MDMA or whatever. Like, it's a weird one because with mushrooms, you have to... It doesn't achieve the same thing. So people who are used to the other things, and they're talking and, it makes you confidence and stuff like that. Like, you feel like a bit of a lost soul because you don't really know what to do.
No.
In that when you take mushrooms. But the thing to do is just not a lot. Just listen. Yeah. Like, close your eyes. Be happy, just be and listen to the right music, have the right setting. Like, it's the complete opposite of like what some people might be used to. But once you find that, it's so good. Like, it's an amazing experience. And I'm not saying that like it's always going to be amazing. It might. I might go into it wrong one day if I ever did have it again.
I don't think. And again, I don't think you can have a bad trip. I think the only way, what people think a bad trip is people going in with the wrong intention and then trying to fight the way out of it. Because once you've had it, you can't fight it. It's too powerful.
I know.
You can't beat it. So you've just got to lie there. It's like
well, you're fighting yourself, aren't you, really?
At the end of the mushroom trip, I had DMT and I had a burger to DMT.
Oh, I did as well, didn't I?
Yeah, and you went into DMT. But you watched my trip.
I literally watched him do it because he's got a vape of it, and I watched him do it, and I was like, it's like I was watching what you was.
I had an incredible time, and it wasn't even like.
It's like his whole body was like a flame, but like a translucent flame.
You try and explain, like, I've got bits about DMT in my new show, and you can't explain it. Some things, because sometimes you have a really visual thing, but this was just a lot of yellow geometric patterns folding in, but you feel a presence, and it just drew a lot off me.
Yeah.
And I just felt like I needed to have it at that time.
But it's weird because I seen a dragon head in mine, and you said you seen.
Well, I seen the serpent again at the start.
I seen it, but it was like an oriental dragon. We both seen the same thing, but yeah, it was mad, and I don't want to say I highly recommend it, but I'm just trying to make you see it from a different
I
perspective.
think another thing, if you are going to try it, another thing I've discovered is, and I'm saying I've discovered it like I'm the first one. I'm not. It's just something I've, in my experience, I know to do for me now. Is that sound is very important and good sound. So like, I was playing meditation music and that's all well and good, but these deep primal, I can see why people use drums and bongos. I got one of those singing bowls, mate. Wow.
Oh my God, yeah.
We was on
Rudy was on the floor going, oh my God, my head's fell off. He was just face down on the floor.
And then I was like, it just made total sense. I felt, when I was hitting it, I felt like it was an extension of myself. And I was like, I am the sound.
I am the sound.
And the sound is
me.
And then I was like, and we were all laughing, and I was like, I know that makes no sense. I know that's not going to make sense when I'm not on this, but in this moment, that makes so much sense.
Yeah.
And it just, I knew what
this
it meant.
bowl makes so much sense. He was going, and then I was lying on the floor under these silk blankets, and like I went, I just feel like I'm part of the floor. And then Rudy turned around and went, Flory Callow. Oh God. It was a moving but a funny night, weren't it?
It was, yeah, it's intense. And the thing is, you got to accept, as you said before, is if you are going to do anything like this, again, going back to the idea, because I didn't do it for years because I've always been that guy. I've always thought, because I have weird intrusive thoughts. I've always been, and I kind of I'm plagued by a little bit of self-doubt. I've always been that one. I'll eat it and then go, even if I feel good and I'm positive, I'll eat it and then go, but what if I have a bad one? But what if I have a bad one? And then that'll just go on my head and I'll just go, oh shit, I'm going to have a bad one. But for some reason, I'm just very good at letting go to it and just experiencing it in the moment.
Yeah,
and it's the only time, other than on stage, that you really are. It's the only time other than on stage or having sex that you're truly just in the moment. You're not thinking about nothing else.
Like, we had a couple of moments, didn't we, where, like, just touch, like skin to skin. It's very primitive, primitive, is that the right word? Primitive, like, where you go, primal. Like, skin to skin, like, Paul would just, like, touch my head or whatever, or, like, I was lying on your chest and you was, like, and it was just... those simple contacts between.
It was as intense.
It's like we was one person, and that sounds really cool. It's like shit, doesn't it? Like, but it was like we was one person. It's mad.
It was,
and I just feel like I feel bad for people that haven't experienced that.
I know. I think again, we're on a bit of a minefield, like telling people to take drugs or what they would perceive as drugs.
No, we're just saying, like I said, it's just our experiences.
I think the world would benefit if everyone could embrace a psychedelic experience,
like in that same way that we have. Yeah. So there you go, kids. Don't do drugs,
but do psychedelics
in the right way.
Also, another great experience I've had.
Don't go to a rave and have it.
I had the great experience. I took my car back to get it fixed a little bit. Just a little minor problem. And I was sitting around Merck and I was like a bit bored because there's nothing in the showroom. I had a little look at the G-Wagon just because I like looking around cars. Wasn't for me. And then I thought, I'll have it because the Porsche showroom's next door and they're my dream then. So I went over and started having a little pair on the 911s. And the guy had like loads of classic ones there. And he come out, he recognised me, so we got chatting. And then he was like, what are you after?
You're going
and
into it's like a naughty school kid.
And I was like, 911's my thing. And then he was like, oh, so we got chatting to me. And then he ends up going, have you ever had a go one? I went, no. He went, I was like messing around, like, can I have a test drive and that? So he goes, you got your license? And I was like, oh no, I've got a picture of it. Trying to get it, and she wouldn't send it to him. She was like, no, I'll send it because you'll buy a 911. I was like, I'm not going to buy a 911. But he was looking at me, he was like, just send me my license.
No, but
because I think he's going to give me, like, there, let me finish. And then
no, all I was going to say was, just quickly, like, I'm not the responsible one in this relationship. Paul has turned into the responsible one. And you actually said the words to me, if I ever act stupidly, right, you need to say something. I can't be the responsible one in the relationship. So this was the only time I've ever pulled him up on something, and he was like,
she was embarrassing me in front of the Porsche man.
But on purpose, though, it was funny. He was like, right, I need you to send me a picture of the my driving licence. And I went, why, Paul? And he went, because I'm just going to test drive this Porsche. And I went, why, Paul? Why are you test driving the Porsche for? And he was like, well, I'm just going to test drive the Porsche, right? Like, you know, like when you speak to your mum on the phone. And I was like, yeah, but why though? I say, I'm just going to give you a little bit of advice here. Don't be stupid. You don't need to buy a Porsche now. We've got a lot going on, blah, blah, blah. And then he was trying to get it. And I wouldn't send it him. And then I kept sending him pictures of my finger up. Didn't I? And then knew this Porsche guy was sat next to him. He must have been thinking, fucking, she's
and
a
eventually
cunt.
got it. And then he let me have a Porsche GTS 911 for like an hour. Oh, mate. That put a smile on my face, that car. It did. And then he let me go back and have a go of a Boxster. And then
what happened?
And I ordered the Porsche.
So he completely ignored me.
But then you got to have a go, didn't you, yesterday?
Well, I was forced
You went, fuck off.
to make himself feel better about the situation. He thought, the only way I'm going to feel good is if I get Laurie on board. That's the tactics.
You're such a liar.
But it is though, isn't it?
As soon as I
No, in fact,
she went on the Porsche website and started building her own Porsche.
he said, go on, build me your car what you'd have. And I was like, okay, Paul. So I built it. He was like, oh, you should get yourself one as well. You should have a Porsche. He was going.
I'm your weed brain.
Yeah? Yeah, you are. Maybe you should have a Porsche. And I was like, yeah, right then.
You can't get them till like 2023 probably. Anyway. So, you know.
Who, me?
Yeah, if you ordered one now.
What, are you getting yours next year?
Middle of next year.
It's 22.
Yeah, but then if yours would come after mine, wouldn't it?
Why?
Because they can only build them so quick, can't they? That's why there's a big backlog. No one's got any cars at the minute.
So a year after yours?
No, or maybe 6 months.
Why? You only ordered it the other day.
I know, yeah, but that's what he said. Because every Porsche showroom.
I reckon he's blagging you there.
Possibly.
Fucking defo.
Possibly.
Because when we went to the Porsche yesterday, we tried this like crayon colour one, weren't it?
Yeah.
It was lovely. I had a little drive of it. But
4S.
and then he wanted me to get one as well. And then I said, oh, we could like come and pick our new cars up together and have like a picture like that, like matching Porsches. And then he was like, nah, that's knobhead behaviour, that. And he was like, it's not. So defo could have got mine. Same time as yours.
Okay,
I'm not getting one though. No. Can't afford it.
Neither can I.
Can't afford a Porsche, kids. Not 2 Porsches anyway.
Nah. Weird thing is, it's cheaper than my S-Class.
Only by about a tenner.
Yeah, but still cheaper.
Fucking a tenner less per month.
Super big fucking bar at S-Class. Such first world problems, then, aren't they?
Terrible. You're a bad guy. Mazza said, what's your email, mate?
Oh,
Why
Mr.
did
Dan
one
R's
ask you?
doing bits, yeah.
Oh, my God. I swear he just takes over our freaking
Hey,
podcast
Dan.
chat.
I appreciate what you're doing and that, but
Can't
don't
do
get
it
us
on
fucking
here.
banned off
I know,
YouTube,
man,
please, mate.
we can't have that. We can't have you selling drugs on our live stream. It's not good. I know we're talking about it and all that, but it's not the same. Like, we're just sharing our experiences. We're allowed to do that. We've got freedom of speech, but you're not allowed to sell drugs.
Also, where are you based, Dan?
You're terrible.
Trying to find his email. Saying scroll up.
Stop looking for his email and not live on our podcast. Honestly.
So only so I can email him a really
What?
a strongly worded email.
Saying what?
How dare you try and sell illegal substances on our legitimate podcast?
Yeah.
Family friendly.
What happened to Oh, by the way, when we was talking about, do you remember I was talking the last podcast? I was talking about spice.
Old Spice.
No. Spice.
Paprika.
No.
Like the drug spice. How did you
Yes.
find out what it was?
Yeah.
What is it?
It's synthetic. It's a legal high, or it was a legal high. It was a legal high they used to sell in shops.
Yeah.
Just like MCAT was.
Oh, God. What is it though?
MCAT was a legal high. It was MCAT's plant fertilizer, and now they've stopped producing the plant fertilizer that made MCAT. Made it because it was legal, weren't it?
It was. It's
So
not
I don't
now.
know. I haven't got my phone, but he actually messaged me. Some lad helped me out with that. He said, nobody answered your question on your podcast. And he said, I feel like I need to explain. And he explained what spice was. It was very, very scientific. He was a very clever boy. But yeah, it was actually a legal high. It's actually terrible.
Yeah.
But what I want to know is, because there used to be loads of legal high shops in Birmingham. They're not allowed anymore.
Probably not. Well, all the good legal eyes got made illegal, so they probably fucking end up selling fucking what?
Baby powder.
Yeah. Nothing. Glue sticks.
Prick sticks. Little prick stick farm.
Yeah.
How often do you chong these days, Paulie? Walnuts.
How often do you chong these days? Don't know. Depends. I had some last night.
Yeah, but like we don't smoke, bud. Like
I only vape it now.
we don't do it
Got
in
one of them
spiffs
little
and that
creative
because
vapes,
it's very
boss.
bad for your chest. It's very bad for your
It
chest.
doesn't. It hits you better than a vape as well.
It does. It's so much better.
What is wrong?
So no, you need to have a little sip of Coke there, lad. Yeah, it's not. Doesn't like make you feel like shit. Doesn't make you feel dumb either. Like, you know, when I have some of that vape, what Paul's got, because I'm not really a fan of like smoking weed. I never have been, right? But when we do the vape, which is who's it by? Crater. You get them from
Crater 420. I've got.
Crater 420
I had the
vape.
Pax 3 as well.
And the
but
way it
Crater's
is, you
better.
put the weed in it, and it just heats up the weed, and then you're just taking the good stuff out of it rather than.
And you
all
heat
the
it up so you
shit.
can pick what temperature you have it to, so it just comes through. You get the loads of nice flavour.
And I just go all like chatty and that. Like I'm very sharp when I'm have that vape, aren't I? You go dead quiet.
I just like to, I just
You chill.
start like
You just watch
processing
me.
stuff.
You just watch me.
Start having thoughts.
Yeah, and I'm just very like
Very philosophical.
I am very chatty, aren't I? Dad's like that though when he's had a bit of vape.
Oh yeah. The Psychoactive Substances Act 2016 banged all legal.
Right, okay, yeah. All legal highs. Yeah, because there used to be loads of little shops in Brum.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I moved to Torquay in 2015. So
Interesting.
yeah, I remember I used to drop my brother off to one. He used to go and get Go Gain.
Go game.
It was like the fucking
Legal
legal high for cocaine. Go
Gain.
Gain.
Oh god.
He used to get it in like a little packet. And I remember I had some of it once and it was fucking shit. Go Gain.
Sounds like fucking Rogaine.
Oh no. Go Gain.
Warm today.
The sun's come out.
Sun has come out. Sunny day.
So should we tell everyone when we're doing another podcast? We're doing one tomorrow, aren't we?
Doing tomorrow.
We're going to fake tan your ass.
I'm not fake tanning. Just my ass.
Why?
We get banned for showing my ass.
Not gonna, no,
Fake
just
tan my ass, you don't.
no. We can just do the top bit.
No, I'm not having a.
Should we put you on a thong then? Put you in a thong. One of mine.
No.
Please, it'd be so funny. Yeah, go on. Yeah.
Who thinks I should let her fake tan my
Yeah,
ass?
everyone vote now. Who thinks that I should spray tan Paul tomorrow morning? Live on the podcast. Not spray tan, mitt ya. I want to mitt ya. You'll enjoy it.
It'll go everywhere, yeah.
It won't. We'll put a towel down. It's like a moose. Vote, please.
What
Vote.
can I do to you?
Nothing.
Why have I?
Nothing. What? No, it's for you. You need to do it because you're so ginger and white. So it's.
I like being ginger and white.
I know. I'm saying that's why it's funnier. It's not funny on me, is it? I've got a tan.
I'll put that white makeup on and make you like a Japanese geisha.
Oh, I quite like that.
I would like that.
You'd like that. Oh, yeah, never thought of that. Yeah,
All right, we'll do that tomorrow.
I'm going to do that tomorrow.
Yeah, Sunday morning. Tan time.
Maybe you could talc me.
Talc you.
No, that'd be a mess, that. Yes, defo, yes. No way, so funny, yes. Meant to ask you, Laurie. Meant to ask me what, Dad? What is he
Have you spoken
talking
to
about?
Jack recently? Yeah, we spoke to him this morning.
Oh, yeah, I did, yeah. Spoke to my brother this morning. Will you ever have guests on your pod? Yeah, when we get our new place, because at the moment we're just
Can't get guests today.
we're having this place looked over by a solicitor, the lease and stuff like that. So there are a few legalities at the moment, so it's still up in the air with this new place. We don't know yet. So when we get a new place, then we will have guests, won't we? We're going to have some good ones. We've got some good ones lined up. And we've got some great challenges for Paul versus Laura.
Yeah, we have.
Should we tell him? Because we didn't tell him last time, did we? We didn't actually tell him.
But we haven't got many confirmed.
Oh. Which ones are
We've
confirmed?
only got 3 confirmed.
Oh, did we talk about this last time? I think
We did, yeah.
Oh, did we?
Yeah.
Which one's
We've got
confirmed?
cooking with Chef Dave from Luban.
Yeah.
We've got art with John Charles.
Yeah.
And we've got a driving challenge.
Yeah, at Porsche we have.
Finally
Is
decide
it- is
who's
it-
the best
Where
driver.
is it going to be? Silverstone.
Silverstone.
Yeah. We're going to have we're going to do a lap. Timed lap, aren't we, in Silverstone?
And there's other ones as well. Like you get to you get to hit it like you drive your car dead fast at this kick plate and it throws the back of the car out onto water.
Yeah.
And you've got to try and get the car back under control.
Yeah.
So we're going to do a lot of challenges and then they'll get to decide who's the best driver, me, or who's the worst driver, Laurie.
I mean, how many subscribers are we on now?
8,400. Yeah.
Just want to let everybody know that Paul's date's gone now, but he's still in the green zone for himself.
Not going to happen, though, is it? And you know what?
We
This
calculated.
goes to show that how bad of a winner you are because you love to gloat and I just don't think it's a good colour.
Fuck off! You're a gloater,
I'm not a
sir.
gloater.
Oh my god,
I'm
you
not a
are.
gloater at all.
If it
If
was
I
the
win
other way
something, I
round,
just go, fair enough, good game.
yeah, it's a good game.
Yeah,
To
but you
me.
just got to be always picking up.
Anyway, so what I'm saying is that you're still, you still got, how many weeks have you got? 2 weeks to go. So,
Not going to get
you want Paul to
1,600
win,
subscribers.
you want Paul to win 2 weeks, needs 1,600 subscribers.
800 subscribers a week.
Yeah, needs.
So just get everyone, to subscribe. Sign up.
Yeah, I'm going to help you out
Sign up
now. I'm going to
for-
help you out.
Sign up for fake YouTube accounts and subscribe.
If nobody knows why we're talking about this, is we made a bet on when we get to 10k subscribers on YouTube, and Paul's date was before mine, and Paul's still got 2 weeks left to hit his target to win, basically. If Paul loses, he's got to do a skydive. If I lose, I've got to have 10k shaved.
Don't think you all realise how
Let me
terrified
tell
of
them what
heights I
I've
am.
got to have. If I lose, I've got to have 10k shaved in my head. Paul's very scared of heights, and I fucking love my hair. Like, it's the most important thing to me. It is, though. But
More-
it genuinely
more
is.
so than me.
Huh? You are? No, like, on myself. Like, what do I value most about myself? Like,
Would you
my
rather
hair.
lose your hair or a leg? You have to be
A leg.
bald. Would you?
I get an aesthetic leg.
An aesthetic.
Aesthetic leg.
Prosthetic leg.
Prosthetic leg. Where is aesthetic?
No, prosthetic.
Okay. So, so Paul's got 2 weeks left to get how many? 1,600 subscribers. So, if you're Team Paul, get everybody in to subscribe to our YouTube. at 12 o'clock on the 10th of October, after 12 o'clock on the 10th of October in the afternoon, it's
I'm not even asked anymore anyway. I'll jump out of a plane. I'll jump out of a plane now. I don't give a fuck.
Don't give a fuck. So, but we are very competitive, aren't we? I'm going to end up jumping out of a plane for you. I know this is going to happen, you know. And you're just going to be filming it.
I want to jump out of a plane. It's stupid though. You could die. It's daft.
Come
You're
on,
gonna
I'll
feel
hold
so
your
bad
hands.
if I die. Imagine how bad you're gonna feel if I
Imagine
die.
how bad you're going to feel if I die.
Of what?
Jumping out the plane.
Yeah,
with
but I
you.
don't think you should jump out of a plane. I think it's
I
daft.
will though. I'll do
That's
anything
your
for
choice,
love.
innit? It's
I'll
not
do
for love.
anything.
It's because you want to jump out of a plane.
No, I want to do it with you because I know
I
you'll
don't
need
wanna do
me.
it.
I
don't
know
wanna do
you'll
it.
need me. You're doing it. All right.
I don't want to do it.
If you lose, you're keeping your bet. You can't be a shit house, and we've talked
I only
about
took
it
the bet
in front
because I
of
thought I was
thousands
going to
of
win.
people. Exactly. Never bet against the gypsy. So anyway, we're doing these Paul versus Laurie. Now, Paul versus Laurie is not going to be down to luck, is it? It's going to be down to skill. So you've got a good chance there because you are quite skilled in a lot of things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Luck, maybe not.
No, bad luck. Well,
You
don't
haven't
have
got-
bad
no,
luck.
you haven't
No,
got
in
bad
general,
luck.
but in games of chance, I have bad luck.
I'm quite lucky in that regard.
Yeah, I never beat you at like betting or rock paper scissors or anything. Like that.
Mm. But skill,
Although I reckon.
no, I'm not doing it now. I can't do it now.
Oh,
No.
why?
I can't.
Because I want to do it now. Because then one of the viewers will be able to see what you're doing and explain it to me.
How are they going to see what I'm
Because
doing?
you do something to me. You do something psychological to me. And you always win. So I want someone to see it so they can explain what you're doing so I can fucking play it your own game.
Okay.
Why? See, you've done it just then.
Go on.
What are we doing on 3?
1, 2.
1, 2, 3, then go.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Yes! I've broken the curse.
See, you
For
got
those
some
who are
hope.
listening, the results of that were 1, 2, 3, both did scissors. 1, 2, 3, both did rock. Both did,
No paper.
both did paper. Then 1, 2, 3, I did scissors. She did paper, which makes me the fucking winner.
Well done. Woo! Well done, Paul. So now you can jump out of a plane.
Maybe we look turning.
Huh?
Maybe we look turning. Maybe
Maybe
I will
it
get
is.
those subscribers.
Maybe you
Maybe
will.
you're fucked, son.
Maybe. 1,600 you need. All right? Blonde moment then, Laura. All right, because I said aesthetic. Being meant to skydive. That good Garner said. Gamer, sorry.
Abby said it'll be funnier if you have to shave your head.
Oh, fuck off, Abby. Won't be funny. But Paul's not shaving my head though.
I am shaving your head.
You're not shaving my head.
Your
Just the
head.
same as
I don't know why
you're
you're
not
arguing because I'm not going to
tattooing
win
me.
anyway. I'm doing it. That
No,
was the
you're not.
deal. That was
No,
the
it
deal.
wasn't the fucking
That was
deal.
the deal.
It
That
wasn't.
Was the deal.
I'll look back over this podcast right now. It wasn't the fucking deal. It wasn't the
You look
deal.
stupid when you did.
The deal was Joe was going to do it.
So yeah, that's been our week so far, hasn't it? It's been an eventful one.
It has.
Now we've got to go to Sheffield. Got to go get ready to go to Sheffield.
Yeah.
So what are people from Sheffield called?
I've announced you on stage a couple of times, haven't
You
I?
have, Shaz. Ladies and gentlemen.
Lady! It's really hard to get a mic voice in it
Ladies and gentlemen.
for a woman as well to
Yeah.
be the announcer, because to have a prominent voice. I don't like reading the rules though. That's boring. Yeah, Rudy said he's just had a mad thought. Why don't we do the hypnosis guy
Get Vinny
to
Shroom
try
to try and get me over
you
my
over
fear
your
of
fear?
heights.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still, there's that. But then you're not going to be able over your fear of heights enough to just think, oh, sound, I'll just jump out of a plane. Not asked.
It'll help.
It'll probably help.
Yeah.
I'll speak to
So
Vinny.
we'll do that then. Yeah.
Yeah. So Tune in tomorrow morning when we're going to be tanning my ass.
Gonna tan your dick. We're gonna put my dick in the tan.
Thank you to Black Magic Tan for
Black magic.
fucking up me Sunday.
You.
Appreciate the sponsorship. Get on to
Can't wait for your ex to bring the kids tomorrow.
to magictan.uk for all your tanning needs. Yeah, tune in tomorrow. Have a lovely Saturday night, or if you're listening on a Monday, have a lovely week. And we will see you all next time.
Love you guys.
Love you
I
guys.
can smile a little bit better now.
I get it eyes back.
A little bit.
Bye.
Bye. Love you.
Mince
Bye.
Wanna know what's the story? Paul and Laurie tell you what's been going on, how to get E. coli from licking bum. They'll cover conspiracy